friends. Hello, welcome back. Hope everyone's having a lovely day. Let's talk a little Alex Ovechkin. He needed a whole lot of goals this season. 42 of that. 43. He's got 6 right now. Needs 36 more. So 42 to get the record for the most goals all time. Pretty crazy. I think we're kind of witnessing history. It's crazy when you think about the numbers, the gaudy numbers Gretzky and them were putting up in their day. The points just went up. It was just easier to score. It was a different era. So to be in that era where it was just a completely different era, much more difficult to score in Ovi's era than his era. Now it's become a little bit more easier, you know, the rules, the changes, the speeds of the game. Everything's kind of changed recently where it's a little easier. But we have to remember where Ovi was going through those years where, you know, 90, 95 points, 100 points was a lot. A whole lot of points. And to think he was in that entire era. And here we are, age 39. Ovechkin's got a chance to break the record this season. I'll be completely honest. When I seen, you know, age 39, I was like, damn. We've been playing this game a long time, though. I'm the first one to admit I've been playing this game a long time, saying he's got to fall off eventually. He's so old. He's old. And this is just a testament to how good of a player Ovechkin is. You know, will it ever be talked about as the greatest of all time? Probably not. But when you think of what he did, and that's why it is tough to compare that center winger, but how often you find guys 6'3", 240 to be his size to continuously lay the body the way he does. Now Yager did it. You know, now we think about it, bigger guys that made it, but it is extremely rare in this league for the bigger guys to play at a high level past their 30s. You know, because again, they just played a more physical style. They're bigger. Their bodies kind of they just don't last. We've seen that historically, you know, in the last 10-15 years in the power forwards. But Ovi, you know, greatest power forward of all time. And he continues to not regress even now. 6 goals. It felt like entering this season that he was not going to break that record. The question we have is, will he break it now? Does EA think Ovi's got the goals in him this season to break it, playing with the players that he is playing with? 6 goals. Start of the season started slow. He's heating up. And now all of a sudden you look and say, hey, he's kind of on pace to do this season. I personally, again, this is why the reason we brought it up is because you don't bet against Ovechkin. I thought, hey, he's older. You know, this might be a 30-goal season. It might be a 25-goal season. He's getting older, but I think in 2 years, sure, absolutely, he can do it. This man might break it this year, and then he might get some cushion. And it is crazy. It is astonishing. Again, to mention that we see guys like this in our era. Greatest goal scorer of all time. We got to witness that for years. It's super surreal and cool to me because you just don't, in the moment you don't feel it as much as when it actually ends up happening. Right now, Capitals not playing good puck, and that's okay. They're 7-8 club, 8-9 club. Ovi just needs to score 42. Ovi scores 40. Oh, we have a trade to announce. Ovi gone? No, I thought we turned trades off. Apparently we didn't. We'll get. See, what are we in November? Yeah, what are we? How far are we into the season? 10 games? 6 goals? Wait. He's on pace to score 50 again almost. It's crazy. Only Ovi, man. Only Ovi. And we're going to have to turn this off if they get crazy. We're going to stop about halfway through the season. We'll see where Ovechkin's at. Right there, halfway. Do we stop at halfway? Ooh, it's close. It's off by, what, 2 games? 2 games. We'll stop right here. Ovi, 30 goals. That might happen. That might happen this year. You know when guys like Ovechkin get hot, and this is what hot looks like. 30 goals in 39 games played. When they get hot, they get hot. Ovi +6, 146 shots, shooting at a 20%. That is a career year if I seen one. A 30%. Look at that. He's hot. That is the definition of hot. He's not going to maintain that. The question is, we just need a second half of 12 goals. How hot will he be to end this season? 30's nuts. But again, it really feels like because it's gonna be Ovechkin, and it feels like this is what you want to see happen if you're Ovechkin. He gets hot to start the season. Because again, you are an older player. You know, older players, you start to feel those hits a lot more. The season starts to wear and tear on that body later in the season. That's just the cycle of life. You know, me, young whippersnapper, not over the age of 18. Okay, I'm lying. Well over the age of 18. I still get, I want you guys to know, it pumps me up. I still get ID'd all the time. Not for 21, but for 18. I was only like a month ago it was probably 2 months ago. I was just buying some medicine at the at the store, and the lady looked at me and she's like, "Are you 18?" I was like, yeah, I'm 28." We'll take it though. We'll take it. Ovechkin, how are you guys looking? We'll see. Capitals gonna make the playoffs, by the way it looks. And the better the Capitals play, the more you gotta think Ovi is part of that success right now. Capitals second best team in the Metro, might finish there. Look at my Blue Jackets in there in third. I like that. I like that a lot. Gonna play the Blue Jackets in the first round. You know what? Before we look, because we could double dip here. We could get an Ovechkin Stanley Cup and an Ovechkin record-breaking season in the same year. Now, wouldn't that be something? We'll go ahead and sim this up, see what happens. You're going to get the Red Wings in a second round. Just drawing up the cakewalk. What a flashback that would be. If you could get Red Wings conference finals, that was semifinals, obviously, but you get the Red Wings in a conference finals. A dynasty like the Red Wings, kind of when Ovi came into, like, here we go. Capitals are going to win this cup. He got it. You go in here and win the Stanley Cup on Ovechkin's inaugural record-breaking. You couldn't draw it up any better. He had 16 goals in the playoffs. 16! He didn't get in the regular season. I definitely had 16. Trying to break the record for the postseason, too. What do we got, Ovi? Drum roll, please. 91 points on the season. Textbook Ovechkin in his prime would have been 55 goals, about 35 assists. Maybe 60 goals, 31 assists. Technically 55. Somebody's going to stop me on this. 55 goals, 31 assists. 55 goals. That's wrong, too. 55 goals, 36 assists. I think he dropped a 50 burger. Easy. He might have dropped it. Bold predict. I'm going to say he dropped 60. I'm going to say this guy, man, said, let me smash this door down. What do we got, Obi? 46. Woo, he came close. He got it. EA says this man's going to break the record in his 39th year in the league. But boy, did he have to make it interesting, because he had 30 and he ended the season with 46 or 46. So the last 40 games he scored 16 goals. Still an impressive, a really good clip. I bet he was sweating those last ones out. Still shot at 15%. A career year in that regard. 295 shots, not a lot, kind of low for Ovi's shots. Power play goals very Ovi, like 18 of them. Dominant on a power play. Nonetheless, EA says this man is going to break the all-time record this season. As always, if you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate you liking, subscribing. You never have to. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.